Hey guys, Bob here again. I'm going to start to do some work on this vintage Tamiya Fox. Picked it up from my brother a year or so ago, and I've been collecting some parts. I still need to get a few things. The stickers and the bumper are gone. Oh, it's dusty. Oh, it's been sitting, but I did an initial check on this thing. God. Damn. There we go. And it's missing a piece for the servo saver. I don't know if you can see that thing rocking back and forth. Inside there. Right in here. There's a brace that goes in there. I have the brace, and I got some parts, so we're gonna take this thing apart. More so the gearbox, because I know it's a wreck in there. Believe it or not, this motor does run. This old motor, wow. All right, I'll be right back. Let me get this gearbox off. It's very simple. You got 2 screws here. You got the shocks. And 2 screws here. Obviously, this little bump in the back's got to come off, but then the whole gearbox comes right off. I'll be right back. Those 2 top screws that hold the gearbox on with these flange nuts, they are very, very different. Very, very, very small. JTS or Phillips Japanese Industrial JIS, that's it, JIS, very small. I mean, even a small screwdriver in the kit barely fits in there. So yeah, that's different. These are really tiny. I found it easier to loosen up the rear shock tower or damper stay, and then get a nut driver, take the nuts off and pull them out. So that's an easy way for me to do it. Be right back. I forgot to mention the 2 screws for this piece here also has to be removed. So you just slide that right out, and that's it. And yes, I put some paper towel down because, again, I know it's going to be a mess. So let me, oh yeah, screw pin crack there, screw pin crack here. I'll show you more once I get this bumper out of the way. All right, here we go. Screw pin crack right here on the suspension arm. I can get the blade of the X-Acto knife in there. Same with this one up here. Oh, looks like this one's starting too. So hopefully I got new arms. I'm not sure if I do or not, but we're going to continue to tear down. So be right back. Well, it looks like one of the wheel hub adapters is cracked. Not sure about this one. This one looks like it's starting to crack too. What happens, and I'll clue you in, when these pins are bent like this one is, that means whoever put this on had that pin lined up into those slots and then cranked the living hell out of those nuts, which is going to draw the axle in. At the same time, it's going to push your hub down, and it bends those little pins on the axles. So you don't have to crank them down, guys. Just tighten them up until they don't move anymore, you know, in or out. I mean, there's going to be some play because of the axle moves, but you know, just snug them up so they don't fall off. It's, you know, they don't have to be 180 foot-pounds or whatever Newton meters is for foot-pounds. I don't know, but I've seen that a lot on a lot of used RC cars, and to be honest, I've done it myself. I cranked the hell out of them and bent pins and all that stuff. I've done it myself, so I can't really say much. So let me get this motor out. Wow. That's different. All right. All right. Yeah, look at that. That screw is so tight in there, it's stuck into the gear case. I'll be right back. That's what over greasing does and get you. Look at that. What's that going to do for you? It's just going to fling it all over the place. But yeah, that motor screw was so tight in that gear case that it was stuck. They're both still stuck. I can't get them out. Orient that. All right. And I do have the manual for this, so if I get stuck in some of these parts, I can refer to the manual, because like I said, I do have it. This is for the gear mesh. All right, are they that long? What the hell's going on? Okay. Look at that dent in that gear case. Come on, people, common sense. It's plastic. It's not a real car. Grant, this is probably going back to the 80s, you know, some kid probably, no, not a kid, because the instruction manual is marked okay with every step. I'll be right back. Let me get this gearbox part. Okay, as you can see, these are upgraded axles on this. They are not standard Fox axles. Standard Fox axles was a sealed unit with bellows on each end, and they went right into the gearbox. I'm not sure what style these are, so I don't know. I'll be right back again. Okay, I got the all the screws out. I can actually see some of the nastiness sitting in here just from here. See that? Just dug that big old chunk out of there. And sorry if you hear the TV in the background. I'm rewatching Peacemaker. Funny show. Okay. I do have all the screws out, right? Yeah. Oh my God. What the hell? Oof. People, you see this? This is why you don't have to over grease your gears. Look at that nastiness. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. Holy, I see traps in a garage floor at a shop cleaner than this. Oh my God, look at that nastiness. And some of it's still fresh. Now there's some cracks there in this part of the gearbox. There's the differential. Surprising, the gears look good. They need a serious cleaning though. Oh, good. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God, that's as thick as paste. Look at this nastiness. Does it really need to have that much grease in there? It just flung off the gears, stuck to the side of the gear case. Look at this. Just stuck to the side of the gear case. How is that effective? The only thing it's going to do is if you get dirt in there, it's just going to hold the dirt and eventually work itself around into the gears. If it's you know, it liquefies any, or melts, or gets hot or something, who knows, I don't know. But That's too much grease. I want to need a tetanus shot just cleaning these out. Look at this nastiness. Oh my God. Kevin, I'm going to come over to your place, man, and use your dishwasher to clean these plastic parts. I know I got two dishwashers here. Got an old one and a new one to put in yet, but haven't done it. That. Now, the only thing I can sit there and say is, the only thing this is going to do is make the buggy heavier and create more drag, heat up your batteries, motors, ESCs. And this thing had a mechanical in it, because it was broke, and it was replaced with a NOVAFOX ESC of a vintage era, which I sent down to Addam over at Addam's Playground. Go check him out. One of my project cars here, guys. That's just nasty. Oh my goodness. If you could see and smell this like I can. Oh my goodness. Why? For the love of every RC everywhere, why would you need to do this? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna need to put a new blade on this knife. I didn't even get into this one yet. This one doesn't appear to be as bad, but it's got some gunk in there, and I could see dirt and hair and dust all in there. This is nasty, guys. If you're ever in the market for a used RC car, ask the seller if they're willing to take it apart in front of you so you can see what's inside the gearbox. You never know what kind of surprises you're going to get. Look at this. God damn. Yeah, I've seen some mud in my time, but look at that. Oh my God. Look at this paper towel. Oh, get off of my cardboard. There you go. Look at that paper towel. Does that not say it all? Yeah, there was a nut on this gear case that was so tight that I had to use the nut driver in this configuration to get some torque and leverage to get it off. All right, well, you know what? I almost asked somebody if they would be interested in this car because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I knew it was bad in this gearbox because I had the motor out before, but I never had it apart. Oh my God, look at this. I actually have to shave this brass piece. Oh my God. That's just terrible. All right, guys, let me wrap my head around this. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, as you can see, this is the gear, or the manual. These are like the self-contained axles, and they were problematic because they were like the old Blackfoots. I believe they were hex shaped, and just a crazy setup, but you can see where whoever assembled this marked off every step, and each step was okayed after assembly. So that's good. There's a little part for the servo, which is missing because the servo, some weird setup with a long tube and a rubber grommet, and then the servo saver goes on top of that, and it makes it super long, so it wobbles. There's a good indication of how it looks. Good news is I do have gearboxes, or a gearbox halves, and I got front suspension arms, and what are those things? Are those are not wheel hubs. Oh yes they are. I got wheel hubs. So I got wheel hubs too. The rear arms that are correct I do not have. This, let me get this out here, hang on 1 second. This here was a hinky front sway bar that somebody made and attached to this car. Brass tube, piano wire, bent to shape, like airplane collets and clevises. So I took it off. It didn't belong on here. The car never had a sway bar factory. It's not mentioned in the manual, so it didn't have one, right? So yeah, I got gear cases. I wonder if I could source gears, or if the NOVAFOX gears are the same. If anybody knows, let me know. Because I plan on putting this original motor back in. This is a Johnson, made in Hong Kong. Again, it works. I'm actually surprised that it works. So yeah, let me see here. Got this old Duracell sitting around. See if this got any juice. No juice. Okay. Well, what about this old neckhead pack? Will it work with this? Does this have juice in it? Let's find out. It does not. All right, well, how about a little 2S? I know this has got juice in it because I just put it in storage mode. And it sounds really good. So, yeah, this motor will go back in. I'm going to need, gonna up the pinion, because even with all that grease, these teeth are sharp and they're starting to get a little curve into the profile. So this aluminum's starting to wear. It does have another pinion in the bag here, because it came with 2 options, but I'm only going to use one. And I do believe that in this piece I have that bracket. Yep, right there. There's that little bracket for servo mount. Pull that out. So on this half with the gearbox, oh, the gearbox came off. So right here, a little D6. There's the wheel hubs. I'll replace those. Replace the gearbox. These are original option, or original pieces to the original Fox. So maybe they're brittle, maybe they're not. I don't know. But I'm gonna run it once I get it back together. I'm not going to do anything with the body. I'm not going to do anything with the wheels and tires. I'm going to leave it as is. And if I decide to give it away, then somebody else can do what they want with it. But I do believe I want to get new rear arms. So again, if anybody knows if the NOVAFOX arms are the same as these and they'll screw in, give me a shout in a comment, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, guys, I got a mess to clean here, and I'm going to try to clean these gears the best I can. Maybe I'll throw them in the wash machine and like a nylon stocking. Sometimes that works. It'll get the, I don't know if I want to use a nylon stocking because that's just going to keep the grease in there. Oh God, this is disgusting. You know what? I was going to sit there and say something. If a rubber could talk, this is what they would probably say about what it's like in the inside of them. So, all right, guys, enough's enough. Talk to you later. I'm going to rip and tear on this some more tomorrow. And I'll get that servo saver piece in. I'll get gears cleaned up. Go from there. Guys, have a good one. I know this is a long video, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. When you got this kind of stuff going on, it just takes a while. All right, guys. Talk to you on the flip side. See you in the next video. Bye.